Hello, what's good? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah May, and this is the channel we talk about wealth and wellness and wisdom, okay? And I'm currently doing a series. I know it's been a while since my last post. I'm supposed to commit to a 30-day, and I still am. They're just not consecutive days, okay? So it's okay. Eventually, I am going to get better at being consistent. But look, more importantly than that, I came on here to talk about something extremely valuable in the wealth and wisdom arena. Okay, I want to talk about some of the books in the beginning. I want to talk about some of the books that I have read that has really changed the game for me when it comes to shifting my mindset, when it comes to being able to see myself in a new light, to have a new perspective on life that's going to get me closer to my goals and get me closer to my dreams, okay? And so, the very first book that I want to recommend you read if you're really trying to get systems correct. So like if you're really trying to get a system for your life, right? So most people have these goals in mind, like you want to lose weight or you want to, earn a certain income. And although that's really great and you should have those goals, this book, on the other hand, Atomic Habits by James Clear talks about that you should focus on systems instead. Why? Well, systems is actually an acronym. It stands for saving yourself time and money. Okay? Saving yourself time, energy, and money. Okay? That's system. And so basically, when you have a system, when you create a system, you're not necessarily zoomed in on the end goal. You're able to focus on those little micro steps in between that help you reach that big end goal. For an example, like I said before, if you have a goal in mind to lose weight, instead of focusing on, oh, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight, that's the end goal, right? Focus on the little tiny habits in between to help you lose weight. For an example, if that's being committed to showing up at the gym every day, if that's being committed to have a calorie deficit, meaning you only eat a certain amount every single day, certain calories every single day to reach that goal. You're focusing on those systems, right? Setting alarm clocks so that way you wake up to go to the gym, right? Setting alarm clocks to go to bed on time, right? Drinking more water. Those are the things that create a system that lead you to losing weight versus being so obsessed with the weight. I hope that makes sense, okay? So, this is a phenomenal, phenomenal book. It helps you track your habits. It helps you recognize the bad habits that you have so that way you can eliminate those bad habits. And it helps you recognize and to stick with the good habits that help you become the best version of yourself. So, Atomic Habits by James Clear. That's a book number one. Another book that I want to talk about is Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by John C. Maxwell. Now, in any profession, it doesn't really matter your profession, it doesn't really matter the career of your choice, and it doesn't even matter if you're not even working a job. It's so important to understand the principles of leadership. Why? Well, because when you are able to lead, you're able to push yourself and others in a direction, right? You're able to move forward. You're able to make progress. You're able to evolve, right? And you might think to yourself, well, I don't really like, I don't really feel like I need to lead anybody. Well, you're a body and you should still want to lead yourself. And so this book has a lot of principles in mind when it comes to being a real leader, when it comes to having the disciplines, right? And when it comes to having the character, right? The persona of a leader. And so it's a really great book. You can find it on Amazon. I'm going to link all of these in the description below so that way you can just click it and get to it through Amazon, okay? The other books I don't have with me, but I am going to save them to you for you to go pick up on your own. The third book that I want to recommend is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, this book, okay, is huge. It's huge in the event of you wanting to truly, truly, truly think and grow rich. The book is what it states, okay? It taps into the mindset, it taps into the cognitive arena of being in that frequency of richness, of wealth, of attracting richness and wealth, of being able to, have the things in mind, the things that you have to do in order for you to become rich, okay? Because they say that success, so say, if you want to be rich and that's your success, they say that 90% of that is actually spiritual. That you have to do things like behind closed doors, you have to do things in the dark first in order for you to become rich in the physical equivalent, right? Some of those things is repetition, right? Being able to stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself something like a goal, an income goal, all the time. So if you're not making six figures right now, for an example, you should be in the mirror every single day saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning six figures a year, $100,000 a year. You should have it written down in your notebook. You should have it written down on an index card. You should have it written down and visible for you to see around your house and your car all the time. Why? Because your mind cannot differentiate what's real from what's false when you're thinking about it. So if you're seeing all over, right, that, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning six figures, and it's all over your house and you're saying it to yourself and you're hearing it, then that's what your mind is going to take as real. And in that sense, that it's easier, right, to just think and grow rich versus having to work harder, work harder, work harder, do more, do more, do more, right? People think, that's what it takes in order to be rich. And although hard work works, there's other things, there's other components in the spiritual realm, in the realm of creating that belief within yourself that should also take place. Okay. Now, the last book that I want to recommend is The Science of Getting Rich. Now, I personally don't have a physical copy of this. I actually have an audio, and I personally like to listen to this book right before I go to bed, and because I want to fill my subconscious with the science of getting rich. It's similar, right, to Think and Grow Rich, except it's more so having the science behind it, right? Like, and when we talk about science, we're talking about the theory, the theology behind it, right? We're talking about the fundamentals of getting rich, And so I would recommend the audio because it's easier to just, absorb. But if you like to read a physical copy, I'll also drop it in the description below. So yes, those are my 4 books that I highly, highly, highly recommend you read as soon as possible, okay? If you are trying to change your life and you're trying to acquire wealth and you're wanting to start with the mindset and you're wanting to start with, being able to, see it without necessarily seeing it for yourself, meaning you want to be able to get to a place where you believe, get to a place where you just are ready, you're making the decision to become wealthy, then these are the books that I would recommend because it's having you identify your habits, the bad habits, to get rid of them, and to, identify the habits that work for you, right? It's having you, these books are having you develop the leader within you so that way you can lead yourself, which ultimately you can lead others if that's what you choose to do. And then the science of getting rich and Think and Grow Rich, tapping into the psyche, tapping into the universal, right? The universal essence of wealth, right? And I believe it comes from God. And so if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Come back for another video. And I'm also working with clients. I'm opening up my services as a consultant, as someone who is a success coach, a wealth coach. I'm opening up positions. So if you want to work directly with me, right? If you want to be able to work from home, work from anywhere in the globe, I'm accepting some students and some clients right now currently. So definitely check the description as well to find out if that's something that you want to do and if that's something that you want to be able to run with me and to work with me with. Okay. So thanks again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.